I'm a little bit late. I was gonna do this at 7:30, but hey, better late than never. I got some inspiration, or is it desperation? Who knows? Brandy Day, she wants some special attention. She still tries to prove me wrong. Listen, sweetheart, you write War and Peace, and I ain't reading it. Told you I have PTSD. I can't read long texts, and I'm not taking the time. I took the first little bit, and he said something about fake news because Kurt. Well, anything Kurt posts, I consider fake news because Kurt is fake, fake, and he does want the drama. He wants it when it benefits him, and he doesn't want it when it doesn't. He talks shit on Adam Calhoun. And then when Adam wants to face him for the shit that he talked, he doesn't like doing it. He likes playing stupid, so it drives Adam crazy. I'm talking about Brandy. Like everybody's gonna say, "What are you going after a woman for?" I don't care if it's a woman or a man. I treat stupidity the same way, vintage. You know what I mean? Like this woman doesn't hear what I'm saying. She does not hear a word I say. Like I try and put it simply for her. Vintage. This is the way I see it. Like I said, I don't everly knowingly lie because God knows if it's going on. And literally, I'm staking my soul on telling Brandy that, hey, Wade lies about people. He fucking makes absolute fucking bullshit out of his head and will tell a lie on you. Not only that, he's a bit of a hater. You know what I mean? He threatened to ruin and destroy my life because, well, when it all boils down to it, I thought Ryan Upchurch was chosen, a warrior, a fucking god, Brandy. You know why? Because that's what he fucking says. Go check it out for yourself, sweetheart. He fucking says it. People have said in his little ask me questions, they've said, "You're chosen, aren't you?" And he has responded back and said, "You're very smart." Or are you a light worker? And he's like, "I'm here to fight the evil." Or he'll post fucking, "Hey, I'm down here to fight a battle for Jesus." Well, I'm sorry, he's not. He's in the clouds right now. He doesn't really know what the fuck's going on. Because no man of God would let someone fucking run around saying, "Hey, are you a fucking chosen one?" when you're saying you're chosen, and you let that person spin in their head, and then let alone have their fucking crew of fucking morons come after them. Use your head a shake, Brandy. Where am I wrong? Listen, I say, let's just say, Brandy, let's put it this way. Simply just answer this fucking question. So you can't even go out of your way to find out what a lie is. I say, hey, Quest, wait, go find out. Before you commit into this, fucking find out. But you're too scared. Too scared to find out if Wade's a lying piece of shit. And that means you shouldn't hang out with him. But hey, look at it this way. Just say, just pretend like it was the end times. And he had a path to follow, Brandy. And everything that I've said and everything that I backed up, and I say I'll come with receipts. I say, hey, I'll answer any questions you got, Brandy. Any questions. You want to have me on your show? That's even better. We can have a conversation. But you don't want that because you're afraid of what you might hear and what you might have to accept. Because, like I said, picture this: it's the end times. And you're sitting there with your final choice to make. It's Final Jeopardy, Brandy. She's Final Jeopardy. And you gotta walk through it all. And there you got Upchurch and you got Wade on his nuts. Or you got me. Who are you betting on doesn't lie? Really, truly ask yourself, which path should I take? Do I enter an eternal hell because I like Wade more? Is there an eternal hell? I don't know, Brandy. It's all in what you believe, sweetheart. What do you believe? Do you believe you can't be a fence sitter because you're not with God, sweetheart? You keep wanting to ram down my throat. I'm not. I'm not chosen. It makes me silly to say I'm chosen. Listen, I don't know how you don't get this. How can I prove God and not say I'm of God? Which way would you like me to fucking say it, Brandy? Prophet, mystic Christian, little star seed, a chosen one, a Rosicrucian, or I can't even say the word right now. Fuck. How do I get the point of God and getting with God if I don't say I'm of God? You don't understand that. You you desperately, so don't want me chosen, Brandy. You don't get to pick, but you can show me where I'm not. You don't get to tell me. You get to show me. What lies do I say? What do I say that's wrong? Am I wrong calling you a powerless, weak, pathetic individual who probably goes to jail or in jail? Maybe. Who knows what you're into, Brandy? I don't know. But anyways, which road are you going to travel down, Brandy? Ask yourself, really, truly, which road should you travel down if it meant your soul? Think long and hard. Maybe you'll get the balls to start asking some questions, Brandy. You know what I mean? Just ask those questions. Ask Wade. Carl lying on you. Is he the one going to hell? Or are you, Wade? Should you change your ways, Wade? Should you maybe put your ego and your pride aside and say, hey, I guess I am kind of a dipshit, but who knows? It's hard for men to come forward and, admit when they're wrong. Thank you, Twisted Ginger. He is beautiful. That's why he gets away with so much. He is a bad boy. You guys don't see him off camera. Wow. You know what I mean, Vince? It's really simple. Like if you want to hang out with liars and buy onto deceit, then go ahead. And ask her to prove me everything I've said about him. I want her to change so he's not like that. So he's actually a holler boy. You know what I mean? An actual holler boy, if he didn't like Kansas, doesn't mean he has to hang around with them. It means don't pay no attention to him. Don't talk about him. Unless you got something bad to say about him, say it to his face. Or if he's going to be around, tell whoever, hey, I can't jive with that guy. And say, hey, maybe you can ask Kansas. This is why. But then again, I don't get how people don't get what I'm saying. How is being in the truth wrong? And how is not knowing what to do? Like, how is doing the right thing look so crazy to everybody? Is the shit that I say true? Should we be standing up? I don't want you pathetic and weak, Brandy Day. I want you strong. But unfortunately, And people like you are making the devil strong right now. You're taking on the devil brain, trying to stop people who are trying to make the world better. Meanwhile, you whine about how bad your life is. You never told me, Brandy, what about my ideas don't you like? What makes them crazy? How hard would that be if you got a couple people with fucking platforms? Never said it had to be me. Hey, work with me. Fuck, take my ideas. Do something. Change the fucking world, Brandy Day. Don't be a fucking loser. This world makes me sick, man. And everybody wants me to sit and pretend like it's fucking good. Enjoy it here. No, I don't fucking like it. And the only way to enjoy it is to fucking change it. I mean, Brandy don't say fucking nothing. I say, hey, Brandy, what would you do if this happened to you? Been in the hospital 5 times. I gave you the first fucking time. What would you do if that was you? Fold like a bitch, take your fucking pills, and never have to go back to the hospital again because you'd fall in fucking line and do exactly as your motherfucking told. And I didn't. I kept asking questions, Brandy, questions. Just like on the internet here, asking questions, and look what happened. Hey, the motherfucker who says he's chosen and a warrior of God turns out he's a big old pussy. He's the fake motherfucker who's singing about a legend that he thinks he is. He's like his old man. He's a legend in his own mind. He hasn't taken the time to look at himself. Is he a smart individual? Yes, he is. Is he a talented individual? Yes, he is. But he needs to take a deep, dark look at who he is inside. See where he's responsible for some of the things that have went wrong in his life instead of being a baby bitch and running from all his fucking problems. Let me know where I'm wrong. Anybody, let me know where I'm wrong. Twisted Ginger, that's what I worry about. That's why I watch what I say. I don't ever want to find out if there's hell. I don't want to find out about it because this is hell to me. But here's the thing: one of my biggest fears used to be is getting on a roller coaster and it have not stopped. You know what I mean? So I was always scared of roller coasters. But here's the deal: whenever I was around one, I made myself go on. You know what I mean? Forced myself. Then when I got off, I realized it wasn't that bad. It was kind of fun. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Feels like the roller coasters just fucking won't stop right now for me. But hey, when she does stop and I do get off this ride, maybe I'll think it wasn't all that bad. I can encourage others to get through it. But hey, what do I gotta do to convince people? Hey, don't follow me. Hey, listen to me. Figure out what your own strength is. Hey, why don't you start asking your own questions? Hey, does this make sense? Hey, should we get together and make a difference? Hey, the people who are running the world really fucking don't like you, Brandy, and you want to fight the people who want to help you. It's a problem in the world. I was thinking earlier when I was outside, Julian Assange, just to give us the truth, look at what he went through. And he hasn't come out and said anything since he's been released, has he? I haven't heard anything. And and he had to admit guilt when he did nothing wrong. Because his brothers and sisters failed to see the information that he was given or just kinda went, "Oh, that sucks to be Julian, too bad about that." That's the thing, I believe something's gonna happen and people are gonna realize there's God, and everybody who ever laid a finger on that man is gonna eat karma. Mike Pompeo is gonna go insane in the membrane. Like, yeah, he wanted old Julian, you have to go look that up for yourself, vintage, but Mike Pompeo, he's a great guy. He's part of the Senate, I believe. Mm, men like that. Running America. Mm. He wants to make sure that you never hear what's actually going on, and they jailed Julian Assange, but no one really gave a shit. Solitaire. But then again, if he went in general public, who knows, probably hire somebody or something to get at him or something, so he's probably better off by himself. But now he's probably too scared to talk because he knows the repercussions of telling the truth. Maybe we should tell him we fucking support him and we love him, and any man who stands up and tries to make a difference doesn't really matter, does it? Does, because it sparks someone else to be the change. That's the thing. I don't have to be the change. Just gotta be the spark and convince somebody to fucking that they have the power and maybe they have better ideas than me and they could fucking break through the fucking matrix. They could talk someone into fucking sharing a message or something. But instead, we got Greek Squad on the streets, solving men's mental health all over the place. You boys look like fools. When you do your mental health videos and then I do mine on top of them, oh, you look dumb. Wade, you look like an idiot. I mean, you already do. You won't admit that you're a liar. I go, and don't. It makes no sense to me. Do you understand why I don't understand the world, Brandy? Because I don't understand. Because I do think you to pick Wade. I don't understand why you would pick a man over the truth. If that man doesn't tell the truth to others, he's not telling the truth to you neither. He's doing you a huge disservice, Brandy, and you don't get that. Yeah, David Icke. I tried Twitter, and you know how crazy it is. Hey, I think I've had a spiritual awakening. Like I try getting hold of his kids too. Like your dad, fuck it. Like I never get a response or nothing. I try not to say too much because well, it's hard to communicate in this world. You know what I mean? Like I'm quite sure if I could find somebody I could just give my testimony to, they could like not even have me on a podcast or anything like that. They could interview me first to make sure I have the receipts that I say that I do. Like, hey, are they really destroying mental health? I believe so. And I like this is why I took recordings of me with my doctor. You can't tell me that that's right. It always boils back to the pill. Hey, take more of this. You'll feel better. Let's not fix what's ailing you. Let's not talk about everything that you want to talk about. Like, Brandy, I tell you like the simplest things. Like I told you about the car accident. I told you about the mortgages, the police, and assault, and all this other stuff that I have the receipts for. Fake news, sobs, Ministry of Labor, a man's death, a workplace. Friends, little fuck, yeah. Hey, I've told you about all this stuff. Hey, I've also told you, hey, the Canadian government stole a baby from us. He stole a baby. You know what I mean? Like, this is legit, Brandy. I wouldn't lie about it. You know what I mean? I tell you, I'm a kin home and I have a child in my house that is okay to live here, but the one that possibly might be blood gets taken away from. Uh, it's been like 2.5 months. Like, he's finally because all he wanted to do was get a DNA test just to make sure so he could have his daughter, like, right away, and he would know, and he finally gets the results on Friday. But that doesn't mean he gets the baby. See, Brandy, they really like to fuck you because doesn't mean he gets the baby. We still gotta pay for a lawyer. You have to pay to get a stolen baby back. Does that sound like a world we should be living in? Brandy, do you think I'd make something like that up just in case someone questioned me on it? This is real. This is the world we live in. Like when you hear, because here's the thing, when I used to hear CAS stories like that, like, fuck, there's bad shit going on, I used to be like, whatever, because I know a bunch of people that shouldn't have their children and fucking they have them and fuck, and then knowing what I know from having a child in my house. If you were with me, you'd join me, Kurt. I'm looking for freedom, Kurt. I'm looking for everybody to have their own brain back and be able to take a look and see what's going on in the world and know that they can change it because they have that right. They're a child of God, Kurt. You just got to get in the truth, buddy. That's it. You know what I mean? You can find out who you are. Like, really, really find out who you are. Got to figure out and release all of your trauma, bud. You know what I mean? We are one, Kurt. Well, let's put together a plan, Kurt. Hello, Canadian Patriot. Hey, will you help me get a hold of Justin Trudeau? See if I can be his poster boy for MAID. Maybe we can kick it off that way. You know what I mean? He's the one pushing for it. I want him to prove to me I'm crazy. That's how much I know I'm not crazy. I'm willing to go against the prime minister, tell him my spiritual awakening story, and I'm positive he can't call me crazy because I have the receipts. But hey, if this is the weakness that I have to live in, I will sacrifice myself for the people. You know what I mean? Although I did hear, I saw it on Rebel News. I also read about it. This main thing isn't as humane as they say it is. It's kind of like drowning, they say. It's not sound humanitarian, like, you know what I mean? Plus, they tried putting it through. I was hoping I could get this back in March. Turned out a whole bunch of psychiatrists were like, we don't know if this is a good idea. So what Justin did is he said, you guys need to be retrained. We can make this work. You just need the proper training. Now, isn't that indoctrination? If doctors come to the conclusion and say, hey, this isn't a good idea, do you think they should have to go for retraining? See, that's where I'm at right now. Like, you can get a psychologist, but I don't know who to fucking trust. Like, who should say, hey, this is probably like nothing you've ever heard before? It's about a spiritual awakening. And then you have to explain to them about the natives and what they did with the bipolars, but I was never really bipolar. I just thought I was reading the universe, that's all. And while at first you read it wrong a lot, but that's the whole point of spiritually awakening. That's what people don't get. It's about being wrong, forgetting about it. Stop, don't hold on to it. You got that belief from somebody else. You know what I mean? Unless you're like Wade and you're just gonna make shit up in your head and come up with fantasies that I don't even know where he got this shit from. That's what bothers me. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, the whole like Solon Rockwell, I don't have a problem with it because I think he's hurting people's brains. He's trying to convince them that they're super soldiers, and he's not really laying any truth out where he's a super soldier. Because as soon as you ask him questions, he runs and hides and says, I don't have to answer that. No, that's why I've always said, hey, fuck, ask me anything. Anything that you guys have seen that's bad about me on the internet, I personally overseen it. He knew what was going out there. And I thought maybe some people would hear it for what it was and would talk to me. But I guess maybe they don't know how to pick things out. They think that, I don't know, maybe I have to explain it. I have to go through narcissism a little bit better. It's the devil. That's what's ruining the world is narcissism. Everybody continually thinking they're right rather than if we came together, ask the questions together and not having the same conclusion, but working together to maybe find the actual answer to the question. That way we don't have to fight about the answer. We come together and look for it. I don't know. I just see things differently, eh, Kurt? I got an imagination too. It's just not the same as Wade's. Wade's got an imagination, but it's not like Wade's. My imagination is like creating things, creating a better world, creating a better me. You know what I mean? Doing God's work. Everybody thinks I'm mean, and I'm not. I'm just treating people the way I would want to be treated. Preach. Hey, you should go ask Upchurch if he's on board. Ask him. Like he's got 3 million subs. He could ask Candace Owens to join him. Like he could maybe have 5 million subs afterwards, and Candace could have five. Who knows? Maybe we could come together and say, "Hey, Candace, can you talk everybody on your show into fucking contacting Dick Durbin and saying no more nonsense? We want the list. The people have spoken. We all tweet them. You know what I mean? Tweet, tweet, and then, like I said, the dominoes fall. We get to find out who's hurting the children, and it might be the same people that are hurting us. Just saying. You think Bill's on that list? I don't know if he is or not. You know what I mean, Kurt? But his wife did say, me and Billy Boy, we got divorced because of, well, that Epstein. When I met him, I knew he was pure evil. Oh, did you, Melinda? And you still knew Billy was hanging out with him. But I just want to protect the future. You know what I mean? I don't want these guys to have it. I don't like Bill Gates. I don't. I don't want Larry Fink to own the future. You know what I mean? Because they're making money off of you guys, and I hate that. I hate that. I hate that you guys are paying to destroy Ukraine, and they're going to be there to mop up. It probably all ends up in the same hands of the people who fucking own the Federal Reserve. You know what I mean? Like Kurt, do you ever think about if there is a God and what a shock that would be to the world? Like every Freemason in the world would probably squirt their pants. Like, what's going on here? Uh-oh. We be in trouble. We've been playing wrong games. See, here's the deal. I think this is what they hook people on. It's a brotherhood. So you gotta stick up for your brother over the community, but you gotta look good in the community. These guys are usually the shining pillars of the community, you know what I mean? And behind closed doors, they don't really like you. And they'd sell you out for a fellow brother. That's not a real brother. A real brother looks after the community, not just one. But hey, these are just simple concepts I've learned by, well, reaching out and talking to God. I think that's what I always say this, Kurt. Life's about simplifying things. You know what I mean? I think they try and make spirituality too difficult. The thing is that it's hard. It's harder than a motherfucker sometimes. If you want to keep fighting for the truth, you're gonna get fought back. You know what I mean? People are gonna call you mental, especially when you say you work for God. Can you imagine what would you do, Kurt? How would you have gone about this? And remember, Kurt, Brandy Day likes to say something about me, and it's completely not fucking true. She thinks I'm looking for attention. I have to get attention to do what I'm supposed to do. But that's what scares me is because I don't want the fucking attention. That's kind of the problem. Hey, nobody wanted to give me attention for the past 4 years. Do you think I want to be surrounded by people? No, no, I want to do what's right. Preach the word of God. And it's really simple, you know? Give some time up, talk to him. I don't like what he's doing to Adam. He won't face Adam and tell Adam what he did, purposely driving him crazy and running away from it. I don't dislike Ryan. I wanted him to be chosen, but and I don't understand why everybody calls me crazy because he tells you he's chosen. He says that he's a warrior of God. I'm not making this up. Those are his posts, his words, his songs. I shouldn't have had to have gone this long, Cashville. It would have been real easy for him to fucking get a hold of one of you guys and just say, tell that guy to stop. I'm just not his guy. If you're a Christian and you believe in Jesus, you're a warrior of God. No, 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 no. I think that's where you're wrong, Cashville. You got to know Jesus is inside of you and you're inside of Jesus. You gotta, you can't sit back and let shit happen. You can't. You gotta tell the truth. You gotta not be a douchebag neither. If you're gonna say something, say it to somebody's face. You want this Jesus died for your sins guy. And I I'm not buying it. Like I buy it that he died for the sins because what he says, hey, if you're truly with me, the world's gonna hate you. And you're not gonna be very fond of it neither. Because you're gonna see it for what it is, Cashville. And you love your life. You don't see it. I tell you it's there. You don't want to do anything about it. See, because as a true Christian, if I tell you something and you don't think it's right, it's your responsibility to help, not stay silent. Pray, pray. I don't pray, bud. I talk to him. I communicate with him all the time. No, Brandy, you're a regular, average human being, and I care about you just as much as I care about everybody else, whether they're a celebrity or not. I want you to be able to say, Carl, I should not stick with a lie. That's probably not good for me. Let me know where it's good. Should you hang out with liars? I know it makes you feel good, Brandy, thinking you're part of a group and you're loved and all that good stuff. But it's not, it's fake love. If you're not in the truth, it's fake. Gosh, Adam. I Asheville. Well, then why can't Ryan come out and say it? Hey, you were saying this, this, and this about me. I know it. Why are those people that told church that Adam was saying bad shit about him? Why are they still hanging out with Adam? Why is their name staying silent? That's what I mean. Nobody wants to lay the fucking truth out there. So we can all hide behind somebody else that maybe doesn't exist. Can't tell me people don't make shit up in their heads. I've ran across it the whole time through the internet. There's people who are so fucking desperate to be something they're not, Cashville. They make up complete facades. Remember Rich Newbuck's buddy, the motorcycle guy? Rich Newbuck vowed for him. He seems legit. What happened there? Don't believe everything you see on the internet, Cashville. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I just want people to find God. That's it. Just get the truth. And hey, do you think it's right? Well, I got you here, Cashville. Do you think it's right? Ryan and his friends, he's told them all this. He said, suck my dick. He's had enough, bud. Hey, answer me. Let me know what the fuck I did. Let me know what this is fucking about. Because this is bullshit. Because Creek Squad's running my fucking name through the dirt. And I don't understand what it's about. So when people they start to go crazy when they can't get their fucking answers, Cashville. Like you don't get it, do you? Ryan is hiding from him. Face him. Let him know what he did wrong. Then he'll fucking go away. No, it's like I don't want any part of the drama. Like, dude, did he not call on the Thunder when he called Tom on? Everybody come get some. He's like Dagburn. I just got a new car. Everybody gets some. He gets a little fucking he's got. Why are you bringing me into the drama? You know what I mean? Well, what was I gonna say to you, Cashville? I was going somewhere earlier with you. Let me know anywhere where somebody shouldn't have said something to me this whole fucking time. How hard would it have been? but no, no. Who who stuck up for Upchurch more than me, and probably just did it with the truth and gave my opinion. You just don't have time for that shit. Well, you took the time to write into my comments, Cashville. Do you not get it? Why would you fuck with someone's head? How do I know if he wasn't having fuck conversations with Uncle Will or Kurt or anybody about me? I don't know. Maybe it was just a fucking little whimsical thing. Hey, I'm gonna fuck with this guy's head. Have a little bit of fun because, well, I'm Ryan Upchurch and it's just fun. I'm too smart for what? Too smart for what? You gotta tell me, buddy. I ask questions. I'm too smart for what? You give me more information, I can change my mind. I say it all the time. Hey, this is the information that I have. When did this start going south? That was when Tom McDonald started going on those fucking podcasts, right? I'm just trying to put the pieces together. I don't hate anybody. I want to think, fuck, this is all just a big game and conspiracy against me. You know what I mean? It's a simulation. Fucking clowning myself to make myself a bigger, stronger man. Who knows? Fuck. You gotta give me information, Kurt or Cashville. I ain't ever tried to hurt anybody on here. Have I? Who have I viciously and maliciously went after? Probably nobody. I've tried to use the truth against people, and that's about it. But when you do that, you get blocked all over the place. I can't fucking say a word in anybody's shit. I already said I would talk to you, Kurt. I don't know. I only know what I see, Cashville. Do I think that Adam Calhoun is an innocent participant? No, fucking he fucking I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It wasn't a good showing by Adam Calhoun when you run around threatening to beat everybody up. It's not a good look. Like I'm not saying Adam's like like you don't do that. But you Castro, you also don't say, hey, come over to my house and well, I'll take care of you. I want you to. You know that's a bad look, right, bud? That's a bad look. See, I see things. I tell you guys, I'm not fucking right. I see things for what they are, Cashville. But sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I need more information, but sometimes I only need the information that I get. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate looking at someone like Tucker Carlson and going, how in the fuck does he think that way? Like, that's just absurd. But then again, it's the same way you all think. You all think the same way. Now, I'll give you an example. Oh, where the fuck was I going with that? What was I saying, Vintage? Fuck, I can't remember. If I could rewind, I'd take a. It was good too. Oh yeah, Tucker. So I've watched a couple times. and he said this multiple times. This is why I'm a people reader, you know what I mean? I listen, I pay attention to what others say, unlike other people. He says about Chris Cuomo protecting his brother. Well, you have to do that. You have to protect your brother at all costs, regardless of if they're wrong in the wrong or not. How can you say that? You should always go with the truth. If your brother hurts somebody, he should pay the price. You should stand in line with the truth. Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know. But it's almost past my internet time for the day. But let me know where I'm wrong on that. Let me know. Should Tucker Carlson have different thoughts on that if he was a man of God? I'm not saying he doesn't have God. I'm just saying maybe there's things he needs to work on because, well, we should always stand in the truth and we should always stand up for what's right. And we shouldn't stay silent if we know things. See, Castro, it's about Christ consciousness, bud. Like the New Agers, they use that, but I don't think they really understand what it is. I keep saying this, bud. Before I go, I'm gonna let you know one more time. Christ consciousness is so that you think like Christ and you see the way Christ would see, and you use your heart, and you have to be brave and strong regardless of what anybody thinks about what you're doing. You have to stand up like a little soldier and put your finger up and say, "This is the right thing to do." And if you want to stop me, you have to prove it's the wrong thing to do because I'm not going to hell with you guys. I refuse. I'm not. Keep doing the right thing because I'm telling you, what I've had to go through for the past 4 or 5 years, I tell you, Castro, I wouldn't wish upon anybody. And if it's anything like the real hell, I do not want anybody to experience it. I'd like everybody to try and get into the truth. Stop being so close-minded. But hey, let me know where I'm wrong. Hey, Kurt, just leaving any comments anytime you want to talk. We can do her on your show. We could do her over the telephone in private. It doesn't matter to me, bud. I want to help people. It's not a show for me. But maybe if I can help you, you can put your show to good use. Just let me know. Vintage. Bye. I love you.